Good morning, everybody. It's Mary Fields. It's Sunday morning. I slept in a little bit, just having a cup of coffee. This is a Christmas mug. I use them all year round because I really like the size of them, like the thin brim. Do you like mugs like that? Anyway, I'm just having my coffee and reminiscing and watching the news. And I'll show you something I just found on YouTube. So relaxing as background music or just anytime you want to read or just enjoy. Let me see if I can turn it around. So, I'm going to tell a little story about part of my life in business. Some of you know I've been in the network market for 34 years, 33 years, going on 34 years. I'm 82 years old, and once you've had some success in network marketing, you never quit, right? You just don't, and I've had incredible success. And I'm going to tell you one story. My first company I got into in 1992, nutritional company, it was actually called, at that time, Enrich International. Now it's called Unicity, and they're still around. I left that company because the success was diminishing because of product. Primarily in those days, it was weight loss product, a product that had ephedra in it for weight loss. And of course, the government didn't like that ephedra. And so that was taken off the market, and they tried to regroup with another weight loss product, and just wasn't the same. As it happens, one thing leads to another, and a very good friend in that company had approached me on this other company out of Scottsdale, Arizona. It was called Trivita International. Trivita was unique. I took a 2-year sabbatical. Both Walter and I took a sabbatical from the network marketing industry, which was mostly on my shoulders, mostly me doing it, primarily actually. And so we went out and did some outdoor sales, indoor sales. We did a company called SavingYouMoney.com. You know Groupon, if you live in the right area, you know Groupon. Well, that was long before Groupon, and it was online coupons. And so we were going to business to sell them these coupons that they could put online for their business. It was kind of just a little too early. People weren't ready for that yet. And then we did websites for them and that sort of thing. So it was before everything was really happening. A bit too early. But sometimes it's great to be in the front, be ahead of the curve, right? So then we went to work for a company called hcareers.com, and that was inside sales. Now, we had two friends that would work with us. We traveled to these different companies as a group, 4 of us, right? Walter, me, and her name was Jane and Gerard. And we went to these different companies and took on those positions. And we had great fun. It was so cool to work with your friends, you know. And so we went to H Careers. What we would do is we would call all over the U.S. to different large hotel chains, the Marriott hotels, and speak to the person in charge of HR hiring, and we would try and sell them listings of jobs on this hcareers.site. So people looking for positions in that area would go to our site and look for these jobs and apply, of course. So that's how it worked. We did that for about 6 months, and honestly, it wore me down. I thought, I don't like doing this. We were up at 6:30, 5:30 in the morning traveling across the city when we started that, and we'd work till about 4-ish, I guess, both of us. And in a way, it was fun, but I realized Friday, I realized that if I was, I realized when I was 57, that's right, that I only had 5, 6, 7, 8 years to retire. And it went off in my head, bingo. We had $20,000 RSPs in the bank. We didn't own a house. We really didn't own anything. That was not looking good for me. So I thought, I'm not going to retire and live in a squalor apartment in my senior years. So I thought, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. So, and I did. And I left that on a Friday. I called Walter across the office and I says, I'm gone. I'm out of here. I'm going home. And I'm going to do something. Well, I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to make my next video the beginning of Trivita. Okay? So I'm going to stop here because I don't want to make it too long. Hope you have a great Sunday. See you on the next video.